today I'm here to talk about my top favorite games of 2024. Played a lot of games this year. We're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with honorable mentions. First, San Andreas GTA, the original PS2 version. I had to include this classic in my honorable mentions. I played it a lot at the beginning of the year. This is the original, not the remaster. Don't tell me they're the same, because they're not. The minimap alone makes the remaster a whole different thing. I didn't beat the main story this time around, but I had, as always, so much fun just doing random stuff around the city. Pure chaos, pure nostalgia. Beating that train mission in the original San Andreas is wild. Another honorable mention, Rayman Legends. This game has been around for a while, but I picked it up again, and I've been playing it on the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. Played this back on the Switch when it came out, but it definitely hits differently now, especially when I'm in the bathroom. The backgrounds are gorgeous, the sounds are awesome, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of what this game has to offer in terms of all the levels, the characters. Another honorable mention, Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I don't understand the hate for this game. Is it because of the chibi art style? Is it because it's just a remake? It is Pokemon. It's nostalgic and familiar, and I had a great time with it. It's not higher on the list because I've played Pokemon Diamond numerous times. If it was a remake of Pokemon Platinum, maybe it would be higher on the list. Let's be honest, there's always more to do in Pokemon. I haven't technically done everything in this game, so I did not include it higher on the list. Main list of my favorite games. Number 10, Sun Wukong. I only played Sun Wukong for a couple hours, but it was enough to leave an impression. The opening salvo, where you are super overpowered fighting this god and these gods, shows how crazy the game can get. The gameplay is a mix of action and a little bit of exploration with tight combat mechanics that let you feel every hit. Number 9, Sifu. Sifu was electric, and that electricity left me almost as soon as it hit me. I definitely became obsessed. I couldn't put it down, and I would obsess over each level, the path I could take, all the different enemies, how I could take down each enemy. I would obsess until I beat them at what I thought was my best ability, and then I would replay it just to improve my score and replay it. The game's mechanics are built around precise martial arts combat. You die when you get hit too much, but you come back alive, just a little bit older. You age every time you die, making it harder but more rewarding as you master your skills. This is one of those games where I wish there was more, like a DLC or a roguelike mode with new rooms and generated enemies. The existing replay value is great already. They already have modes where you can just fight endlessly, but new content with new rooms would take it to the next level. Number 8, Dragon Ball Z Harukanoru Densetsu for the Nintendo DS. Growing up, there was a new Dragon Ball game every year. I thought this one would be an action game for the Nintendo DS, but I was wrong. It's a card-based RPG that retells the Saiyan Saga to the Cell Saga. Here's the gameplay breakdown. We have story progression. You play through iconic DBZ events, completing missions that range from 5 to 30 minutes. This can be a pain, especially if you take a misstep and you die and you put so much effort into completing a level and then you die and you have to restart. There is board game movement, kind of like Dragon Ball Budokai 2. This game uses a board-like system where you move your character across spaces to reach items, to reach other characters. There are card-based battles, like I mentioned. Combat is strategic. You use cards for attack, defense, and combos to power up later on in the game. There are different types of cards, attack cards, defense cards, Z cards. They all do different things. You have character leveling. You win battles that earns XP, letting you level up and tackle tougher enemies. There is sort of this gacha-like element to the game where it shows you a capsule, and based on its color, you're able to pick it or skip it, and you only have a certain number of capsules to choose from. It's random. It's fun. It's a strategic game that's perfect for Dragon Ball fans looking for something a little bit different, something a little bit off the usual traveled road. Number 7 is Hollow Knight. I didn't play Hollow Knight much this year, but it still owns a piece of my soul. The gameplay is pure Metroidvania brilliance. The exploration, the platforming, and the combat are all tied together in this hauntingly beautiful world. I finally beat the Trial of Fools, and that's why it gets the place on the list, because it took me so long. And I haven't beat Nightmare King Grimm, so it's not higher on the list, but maybe in 2025 we'll come back to it. Maybe. Number 6! Kingdom Hearts 3, the DLC, and the data bosses. I have had so many troubles with Kingdom Hearts 3, played it on the PS4 when it came out. My save data was deleted. I had to play it again on the PS4 Pro shortly, like a year after. That save file got deleted, and then I started playing it again this year on critical mode just so I could beat Yozora. And guess what? The save file was deleted. I hate the PS4 Pro. But I replayed Kingdom Hearts 3 this year to take on the DLC and the data bosses, and let me tell you, there were many moments where for some reason my data didn't save. So now I have to beat Shion Xehanort again, and then I'll have to finally take on Yozora. I also dabbled in Melody of Memory alongside this game, switching back and forth when the bosses got too tough. This series still holds up as one of my all-time favorites. Number 5, Ratchet and Clank, the original for the PS2. I played this game back when I was in 1st or 2nd grade. Either way, I have to admit that I didn't have the reading capacity for it back then. Playing it now, I try to collect everything and really take my time and 100% complete it. But towards the end, I did realize that you could just run through every single level until you got to where you needed to go. Number 4, Metroid Dread. In terms of Metroid games, this is a masterpiece. The gameplay is smooth, and the platforming is challenging with clever puzzles all throughout the land. It makes every area rewarding to explore and get through and learn about the connecting paths. The twists and reveals were smart and fun. Nintendo, please, when is Metroid Prime 4 coming out? I need more Metroid. I need more new Metroid. Number 3, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This late year release hit me in the nostalgic nerve endings, and this Dragon Ball game was one of the best I've ever played. But this game still delivered exactly what I wanted, a fun single-player Dragon Ball experience. The gameplay features story battles, what-if scenarios, and an online mode with surprisingly deep mechanics. Sure, online play can get cheesy, but that's part of the charm. If you're part of the online community, you might be annoyed with the point system, but I enjoy it. I think it only makes sense to make Broly stronger than Hercule and Pan. Learn the game's deeper mechanics and you'll have fun. I wish they'd add more costume and more ways to unlock them, but this game still delivered exactly what I wanted. It is exactly what I thought it should be. This might be a surprise to most people, but number 2 is Fortnite. Fortnite has to be on this list, no question. I'm all about the Battle Royale and the Zero Build modes. I could care less about all the other modes, the Fortnite, Legos, the rocket racing. I do not care. The Marvel season was an absolute highlight. Playing as Doctor Doom? Take my money. That said, Fortnite, we definitely have some beef right now because I spent 3 months grinding on one season, which was $8 for the Battle Pass, $9. And then all of a sudden, that season ends. I pay for this Rapper season, same thing. And all of a sudden, the season's done in a month? Like, come on. Still, the gameplay, it's Fortnite. It keeps me locked in. And I think it's definitely time that in 2025, I start my ranked matches career. Get that thing going up. I'm going to be a pro Fortnite player in 2025. Number 1, Cyberpunk 2077 for the PS4. My favorite game of the year. What can I say? The PS4 version and the PS5 version are completely different beasts. I'm going to say that right now. The PS5 version has better UI, different controls, deeper mechanics, But the PS4 version still has its last gen charm. This is where I spent most of my time playing it because I had a lot of save data on this one. The gameplay is what sets this game apart for me. Biohacks, double jumps, and these gameplay mechanics are like quality of life mechanics. Summoning your car is one of the best open world game things I've ever done. This is the future. Why should I have to go get my car fixed like GTA? And of course the story, I mean, it's great. The characters in Night City feel real and alive as you get to know them and you do more missions for them. I'm still playing this game and I probably will be playing it into 2025. You know, honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to play a game like GTA 6 unless it incorporates some of these quality of life mechanics. This game is my 2024 masterpiece. And my final thoughts. That's my list of my favorite games from 2024, the games that I will still be thinking about in 2025. I hope my journey with these games inspires you to check them out or share your own gaming highlights. If there's a game you think I missed, drop it in the comments. I might just play it in 2025. I might just finish Elden Ring in 2025. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow your dreams. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.